Friends, in the previous chapter, we saw Kate and Lily finally open the ancient iron door hidden beneath the lighthouse. The door had remained sealed for 45 years, and behind it something horrifying had been waiting in complete darkness. A small girl stepped out from inside, but she was no longer human. Her glowing white eyes stared directly at Lily, while drowned shadow figures surrounded the tunnel from every side. Now the story continues from there. Cold black water rushed violently through the underground tunnel, while the giant lighthouse bell echoed above them like a warning from hell itself. Kate grabbed Lily's arm desperately. "We need to leave now!" But Lily barely reacted. She stood frozen in place, staring at the small girl emerging from the darkness. Then, slowly, the girl smiled, but her smile did not look human. The corners of her mouth stretched wider and wider until the skin across her cheeks began tearing open. Inside her mouth there was no tongue, no teeth, only endless darkness. Kate stepped backward in terror. Then suddenly loud banging noises echoed from inside the tunnel walls. Thud, 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 as if something trapped inside the concrete was trying to break out. Cracks spread across the walls. And then, human hands burst outward from inside them. Dozens of pale, wet hands reaching desperately toward Kate and Lily. Some hands looked burned. Some looked skeletal. Others still wore old rings and broken fingernails. The tunnel suddenly filled with whispering voices. "Help us. Don't let her out. She's hungry." Kate pointed her flashlight toward the rising water below them and instantly froze. Faces were floating beneath the surface. Children, women, old men, all staring upward with glowing white eyes. Then suddenly something grabbed Kate's ankle from under the water. She screamed and collapsed hard onto the flooded floor. Panicking, she aimed the flashlight downward and saw the half-rotten face of a drowned man staring directly into her eyes. Water poured from his mouth while he whispered only one word: "Run." Then he vanished beneath the black water. At the far end of the tunnel, the small girl continued changing into something worse. Her neck slowly extended sideways with cracking sounds. Her arms became unnaturally long. Her fingers twisted into thin, spider-like claws. Then, without warning, she leaped upward onto the ceiling. Splash! Her body stuck to the roof of the tunnel like an insect. And seconds later, she began crawling toward them at impossible speed. Kate grabbed Lily, and both girls started running through the flooding tunnel. Behind them, they could hear something massive moving rapidly through the water. Splash! 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 Every time Kate looked back, the creature appeared closer. Then suddenly, Lily stopped moving. Her eyes had turned completely white. Slowly, she whispered, "Kate, she says we can't leave anymore." Kate stared at her in horror. "Who says that?" Lily slowly turned around, and Kate's heart nearly stopped. The small girl was no longer alone. Behind her stood dozens of drowned figures covered in seawater. Every one of them stared silently forward, with glowing white eyes, and among them, Kate recognized a familiar face: Ryan, the lighthouse worker whose photograph she had seen upstairs earlier that night. But Ryan died in 1981. So how was he standing there now? Then suddenly every drowned figure smiled at once. Black water streamed from their mouths, and together they whispered, "Now you belong here too." Boom! The tunnel entrance behind Kate suddenly slammed shut by itself. There was no escape anymore. The water level continued rising higher around their legs. Kate frantically searched the walls for another exit. Then her flashlight revealed strange ancient symbols carved into the stone. In the center, one sentence had been scratched deeply into the wall: "Only fire can send her back." Kate finally understood. The townspeople had not sealed the girl underground. They had trapped something much worse, and decades ago, they tried burning it alive. But before Kate could speak, the creature suddenly dropped from the ceiling directly onto her. Crash! Its long, freezing fingers wrapped around her throat instantly. For the first time, Kate saw its face up close. It was no longer the face of a little girl. Dozens of human faces moved beneath its skin, screaming silently, as if trapped inside her body forever. Then the creature leaned close beside Kate's ear and whispered softly, "This time nobody survives." Suddenly all